Father, if you don't mind, I'd like to be there tomorrow when the professor starts looking for his treasure.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I have about Professor Wall. He went to a lot of trouble to get his hands on that lighthouse, and I just don't see him as any wide-eyed innocent.
Well, I don't see what harm it could do for you to be there to look after Mr. Jensen's 10%. Okay. Don't stay up too late now.
Nancy, I know that look. What is it?
That old legend about those 4 men being buried alive in the cave?
But it is just a legend.
Sure. But we still haven't explained those footprints I found in the tower yesterday.
Professor Wall made them.
Okay, let's say he made them. How did he make them disappear? He was outside with you. I saw you together from the tower, and I went down to meet you. We all went back upstairs, and the footprints were gone.
Nancy, I wouldn't go back to that lighthouse, even if I wanted to, and I don't want to.
George, do me a favor tomorrow, first thing.
First thing, I'm going to New York with my mother.
Even better. Call the big library there.
Nancy, why?
I don't know. But I want you to check out that book the professor had.
Ah, Nancy.
Nancy, what makes you so sure there's another entrance to the lighthouse down here?
There's gotta be one. It's the only logical place I can think of.
I've walked around here about 1,000 times, and I've never seen any hole in these cliffs. Besides, why does there have to be another entrance?
The dust.
What dust?
The dust inside that tower had blown clear across the room, and there was no wind coming in from the outside. There must be some kind of a powerful updraft that comes through the center of that tower. I'll bet it whistles all through those old caves.
Well, it's a good theory. Could even explain the light in the tower. But what it won't explain is who it is that's running around the old place and why.
Don't you believe in ghosts? Universities do.
Come on, Nancy, that's not funny.
Neither is that.
I don't believe it. I've never seen that cave before.
That's because it hasn't been there before.
What do you mean it's never been there before?
My guess is that we're looking at an opening that's been sealed up, and now somebody's blown it open.
An explosion like that would have been heard for miles.
Isn't this low tide?
Yeah, but... Oh, I get it. Well, that cave entrance would be deep underwater during high tide, and no one would hear an underwater explosion.
That would account for all the dead fish. They were killed by concussion. And the tire tracks by the cliff. He must have driven to the edge and lowered himself down to plant the charges. Hey, Ned, when's high tide?
Oh, pretty soon, but what's the point? I mean, it had to be the professor who did it. He won't deny it.
He's not telling us the entire truth, Ned. At least I know he's not in this alone. Somebody was in that tower yesterday. Who? And if the professor knows, why isn't he telling us?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out when we get inside that cave.
You mean us go in that hole?
You know a better way to get to the bottom of this?
The bottom of what? I mean, we don't even know where that goes.
There's only one way to find out.
Right.
Hey, Ned, look at that. That door doesn't look 18th century.
It's not. It's 20th century. Around 1930.
Just like that? You know the door's 1930?
Well, you're not the only one doing his homework on the old place. I found out it has a history slightly more recent than our pirate friends. The smugglers needed places along the coast and they can duck in and hide from the Coast Guard. Show the lights that he...
You think they use these caves beneath the lighthouse?
Well, I talked to old man Jensen this morning, the guy who's selling the property. And he says the lighthouse was their favorite spot. Made it possible for them to spot the Coast Guard for 100 miles. The Coast Guard finally sealed it shut. Dynamite in 1932.
Maybe the professor isn't hunting for treasure. I mean, maybe he has something to do with some organized criminals.
I doubt it. I'm sure they went through this place with a fine-tooth comb before they sealed it shut. I think that's gonna do it. Better step back. It's okay.
How is
It's all right.
it?
I don't know. He's long gone. Come on, let's keep going, all right?
The floor is getting awfully damp around here.
This area must be getting down close to sea level.
How could we be getting down close to sea level when we're going uphill? Ned, we're definitely going up, and so is the water.
Well, I could tell you why that phenomenon is happening, but you're not going to like it.
Oh, the tide's coming in. You're right. I don't like it. Is that the tide?
It sure is. If we don't get through there now, we're never going to get out.
I say we keep going.
But what if we get trapped?
Well, you said it yourself. There has to be another way to the lighthouse. This is the only tunnel we found. This has to be it.
Forget it. It's too dangerous. Let's go.
I guess that's that. We keep going.
I guess so.
Maybe this is the door to the lighthouse.
Yeah, we're going to have a little more trouble with this one. It's metal.
Help! Somebody help!
Help! This door must be watertight. I don't feel anything getting past.
It can't be. I feel trapped in here.
Help!
Ah! Help! Help us!
Nancy, get up on my shoulders.
Ned, you'll drown if I do.
Just do what I say. Get out there so you can keep pounding.
Ned, I feel wind up here.
Never mind the wind. Worry about the water.
Oh!
Nancy, where are you?
Ned, you're not gonna believe this.
I'm not gonna be.
You all right?
Yeah, a little damp. You got here just in time.
I hate to think what would have happened if I got here a minute later.
Nancy,
Nancy was with you. Where is she?
she went through a hole in the ceiling.
What?